Hey guys, welcome to YakShaver Sprint 81 review. So the sprint goal from last sprint, so sprint 80, was to get a working build and release pipeline for the order update feature. And that was done, including the order update feature. And we'll share that a bit later. So
Awesome. Could you zoom up a bit?
I can zoom in, yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Good, cool. So timesheets. So I was on YakShaver 5 days. Baba was on it for 4. Tom was on it for 2.5. Zena was on it for 2, and Stephen on it for 1 day.
Stephen was on holidays.
Yes, it was busy holidaying while we were busy at work. On to the issues. So the first thing is I'll talk about all three, the 2 bugs and the spike. So these 2 bugs were related to the 23-minute video that failed. There was a lot of legacy code that it kind of touched, and as we started fixing one bit, more things got uncovered, more bugs got uncovered. So we're busy fixing the most important ones. So the first one is when the video just straight up failed to process and there were no errors returning. So this fix, it fixed the PPI, the error for the PPI. So it now got created. And also, if it fails in the process, there will actually be an error displayed to the user.
Right. So that's new, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the portal link gets you straight to the right tab in the portal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it brings you to the My Shaves.
Okay.
This next one is related to the retry feature. So the retry feature was tested with videos that were recorded with Snagit and with Teams, but I think what went wrong was that the Teams videos, because to trigger the YakShave, we would record it and then trigger it, but when we try to retry it, there was some data missing from from the specific video, which we use to say who you are, and that was missing. So that's why when an error occurred for the retry feature, it never got sent back to the user, and that also meant that if there was a successful shave, it also wouldn't be shown to the user. So that has been fixed. So now we use the work item that we store in the database rather than the file itself for more accurate data on who actually recorded the video.
All right. So can anyone else give that a go? Because I didn't
I think
understand
I stuffed it up a bit.
So, I didn't understand the difference. Does anybody know how it works, how it worked and how it works now?
Do you want me to retry it?
Let's see if anybody else can explain it.
Okay.
Do they know?
Well, my understanding is there's different metadata on the video file if it is recorded in Teams or recorded with the snipping tool, and so the retry feature only worked with snipping and not with Teams because of that.
Right. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And then this next one was actually relevant to the email that you sent me this afternoon. So with really large PBIs, when you try to move it, you get an error, and the reason is because the file size. So let's go back. So before when we were moving PBIs, we didn't have a database for YakShaver. So what we did was we included all the metadata about the shave, the transcript, everything into the Teams card. So when you moved it, it would take all that data with it. Now the problem is with really large, like the 23-minute video, for example, it's got a really long transcript, and so we're putting all that transcript into that card as well. And so what happened is that it exceeded the max limit for Teams videos or Teams messages, which is 40 kilobytes here from the post from the Microsoft help pages. which caused an error. So this was an investigation to see how to kind of circumvent this error and fix this. So what I've done is by removing the transcript itself, and we moved to use the database instead, we've resolved this issue where there's too many, where we will get an error by reducing it from 40K to 5K in terms of the size. But this causes more issues down the line. So I decided to stop there and just create a follow-up PBI with what else needed to be fixed. So even though we fixed the moving of PBIs, there's a lot of things that got broken, like converting from email to PBI, and there's a few others that get broken as well. I won't go into too much detail, but essentially there's a whole PBI created in order to fix this.
Right.
So any questions on that?
No, all good.
No, good. Okay, next is
sorry,
talk
quick
about,
one. So that was just a spike. So is the PBI to actually do the work in the next sprint?
So we actually talked about this, how much we should prioritize this, because it is an important issue because it is breaking, but the case where it breaks is for super duper long videos. So until we get another sort of instance of this happening, then we'll prioritize it.
Okay, got it. Also, is the where we are storing the video being addressed as part of this as well? Because that's for me trying to sell the thing. That's the biggest blocker at the moment is where the videos are hosted.
All right, so this one is separate to where the hosting
It's a separate issue.
of videos
Okay,
is.
no
Yeah,
worries.
it's a separate issue. Cool. Next up, so Baba, do you want to talk about the updates to the desktop UI or the YakShaver desktop UI?
Yes, I worked with Zeno to update and clean up initial UI of desktop app. And if you scroll down, there's the image. So here now we can see uploaded video panel and AI workflow progress, which shows every step when shaving the yak. Any questions?
Yeah, sorry. Is this going to be like a little sidebar or thing down the bottom right of the screen, or will this be like a full screen thing, or what's the?
It's in the middle of the screen.
I think a done video would be
Yeah.
cool on this, so you can see where it all fits in.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the main app to answer the question.
Also, we've got feedback from Callum. As you can see, there's an executing task, and it shows just small details of MCP. So instead, we need to give more details in that text box. So when maybe some errors happens, the user can understand it and address that issue.
Mm-hmm.
And also next, I worked on build release pipeline and auto update feature. There was related. So we moved, as per our conversation in the last sprint, we moved desktop app to public repo to be able to build and publish packages into GitHub releases. So our auto update feature works. So if you open auto update, so now whenever a new update is available, this pop-up will be shown to the user to restart the app and use new version. And this was our last sprint call.
Nice.
Any questions?
That's cool. So if I've got it installed, every time it loads, it'll check if it's on the latest version.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Can we have an extra PBI in every sprint about to show us the status of the Canary builds for this new MCP? So I'm not sure. Like, I'd like to look at it and see that everybody on the team has given it a test pass, and you're now trying to get Cookie to give it a test pass, or Yuli, or whoever, whatever you're doing, because that's like, it looks like it's good, and you guys are already using it yourself. It's good enough. Maybe I'm wrong.
Not yet. I'm the first person on the list of Canary testers, and I just gave my first feedback this afternoon. So the status is in progress for me, and no one else has test passed it yet.
Okay, all right. So Callum, wouldn't have you thought it was better to get, you know, Bubba and Zeno and Stephen and Tom to give it a test pass before you?
Maybe, but there was a bunch of sort of low-hanging fruit that needed addressing first that I wanted to prioritize.
All right, no worries. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Does it live like, you know, when you like with Snagit or whatever, it sits in your little bottom right-hand corner, collapsed part of Windows. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what it's called?
Yeah. Taskbar?
Yeah.
Taskbar, yeah, with like the hidden.
Icon tray next to the
yeah, the little
Yeah,
icon tray, the little arrow button next to the clouds and the volume and all that. Will this live there? Like, can you have it closed and it'll still run there?
Yeah.
It will. I don't think it does at the moment, does it?
No.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but
Because I think
that's the
you
idea
do want it to
eventually,
be
yeah.
like a nice thing that just it opens at startup. It's always there, you know, but it's not in your face, and then you use your keyboard shortcut to use the thing.
Yep, I agree.
What's the keyboard shortcut, by the way?
There is no keyboard shortcut at the
Don't
moment.
have
We
one
can
yet.
we can
That's
shave
another
all
thing
of that
to do.
right now. We can shave
Yeah,
all
we
of that
definitely
right
want
now.
that. That's such a great thing.
Should I start a shave?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. Should I record? I guess I'll record this screen. Three, two, one. Hey guys, this is for the YakShaver desktop app. Right now, with the YakShaver app, if I close it, it will just be closed, and if I minimize it, it just minimizes to the taskbar here. I want it so that if I close or minimize, it goes to the icon tray, and from the icon tray, that's where I can fully close the app. And also, there should be a hotkey setting that you can set for the record function.
For a keyboard shortcut.
Keyboard shortcut, maybe by default is F12 or something, and let it be editable. Any input from anyone?
Yes. I just want to double check. Minimize should go to the icon tray as well.
No,
or should
no, I
just
think minimize should just minimize. But if you
Minimize
close
should
it,
just
it should go to the
minimize.
icon
Okay.
tray.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So just the close button goes to the icon tray.
Yeah, and it should start on when you restart your computer. It should start up on startup.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, cool. Done. Let me
Cool.
just save the process. Cool. Let's continue. Anything else
Very
before
meta.
continuing?
Very messy using YakShaver in a YakShaver sprint review.
But, yeah.
That'll be done.
YakShaver.
That's that's not the right one. Let's move on.
Before we move on, could I just see the main screen that they see on the web when they go to MCP? Just go to the homepage of YakShaver. I
Sure.
just want to know how do they learn? Let's assume that it's more public. It'll be there. Will there be something? Just go to the homepage. Yep. So they come here, and where will they go to try the MCP version? I know it's not there, but just tell me where it will be.
Not sure at the moment. I'll talk to designers and see where's a good spot for.
Okay.
Maybe the top right. Or,
yeah.
I guess it depends how hard we want to push it. If it's the main thing we want people to do, we put it in the top right where the join waitlist used to be. Or if we still want that to be sign up to the current YakShaver, maybe we just put it in the menu. I'm not sure.
Probably you make a menu that says products and it just says the Teams version and, you know, the MCP version, possibly. Could you go to the web? Can you actually go to the page that you have for MCP?
Yep.
You've already done it?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. 2 tiny bits of feedback I can see. There's 2 big bananas. So download is the banana. The second one, install, has a screenshot. I would probably have a little more zoomed up, but it's okay. And shave, I would have another screenshot, but under it, I just have a link to YouTube. Like, I assume that video is a YouTube video. I just think having two of them, 2 bananas, is not awesome.
Okay.
I probably would say why the MCP version is cool, or compared with the Teams version or something. And I can't see the bottom of the page, and I think there's just I don't know what that learn more is. Scroll down.
Oh.
Yeah. I just pull up the footer a little bit higher. I don't know. What does that learn more do?
At the moment, nothing, but I was planning on creating some documentation.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. And then when you go to the docs, click on docs.
Yep.
I hope to see MCP down there somewhere in that left-hand nav.
Okay. So add MCP docs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. All right. And then have those two pages link back and forth to each other. All right, cool. Excellent.
So I'm just quickly writing it down. Nice. Cool. Any other things before I move on?
No, that's good.
Cool. Keep going. The code coverage went up by 0.3%. We made 2 production releases this sprint. The application health, there's a dip in availability because YakShaver.ai was actually down for a bit, which we were also keeping track of. There were a few spikes and errors for deployments, but I had a look at the status and it seems good now. And there's a spike in trail requests here for 404s all over the place. Monthly usage. So for the YakShaver leaderboard, at the top we have Michaela, and then Tiago, then Jake, and then Adam.
Maybe we're sleeping on designers being a primary user for this.
Yeah. When they find many small issues, they can quickly just do it. It's really, because I was actually in a call with Michaela when she was doing these shaves, and she got them done so quickly. It was like not even 5 minutes, and she got like four of them done. So yeah,
That's awesome.
with the roadmap, so YakShaver agent went up by 4%. So we've done 4, but we added a few more issues. Backlog stats. So we had 97 new PBIs, 71 of them had the YakShaver label, 32 completed for a net change of 65. For R&D, we had Zeno and Baba on the build and release pipeline. So there's a lot of things to do with, first of all, building and releasing it for installation purposes, and then also for the auto update feature. No changes in AI tools. For tenant stats, we had two more tenants. We lost 1 active tenant, and YakShaver did 89 shaves this week.
All right.
So this is...
Are you making any effort to be communicating with any of the technical people that have YakShaver to see how it's going? I really think that a different person should be assigned to a different tenant, or or Lewis, you met them, you added them, you got them up and running. I think you need to follow up to see, have you tried it? Did you get blocked? Have you gone cold on it, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I think if people know you're watching them, if you can say, I can see you did no shaves last week, I think that will get you a better reaction.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and just say I'm here to help. I'm just keen to know if there's anything I can do to help.
Yeah. I'll just write that down so I can.
Yeah, so maybe make a group chat with you, Callum, and the client, the tech client.
I'm already writing down things.
Okay.
Thanks.
Quick question. So plus 2 tenants is great. Do we know who they are? Like, did they get set up through anyone, or is it just people doing it directly from the website? Like,
so it's people doing it from the Teams. I'm assuming they downloaded from the Teams app. Whether they've completed it, I'm not 100% sure, because I think we need to look into that one. But
we can see they haven't done any shaves though.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to ask them. So I would email them or do something, maybe Teams message, and say, I can welcome on board, can see you joined, but you didn't do any shaves. Did you try it, etc.
they probably got blocked, right? They probably got to some point and went, oh, I'm stuck.
Yeah, I think so. So that's what you want to, yeah. Those people that are trying are more important than anything, Lewis. They're the ones that you want to understand what they're trying to do and why they're trying to do it. How they're using YakShaver. Maybe it's identical to us. and that's good. But these screenshots you put in there are way too small. It's very weird. Like they should be wider, I think.
Oh, these ones?
Yeah, they look super small, and you need to put a couple of line breaks between the screenshots.
Sure. It looks.
Well, you only actually care about the bit at the bottom, right? The names and the.
Yeah.
You don't really need the top bit.
I think it's good context. There's no harm. It shows where it comes from. I'd leave it.
Okay. Sure.
It shows the length as well.
The Copilot stats. Who spoke in the planning? So first place was me, and then Callum, then Tom, then Baba, then Stephen. And for the main action point, I'll just read the points out here. Validating MCP and API key configurations with visual confirmation, updating YouTube connection to use the approved credentials from the YakShaver portal, fixing the recording toolbar issue to ensure it appears correctly during recording, adding detailed task execution information to the workflow progress panel, include the YouTube video link in the PBI generated by the app. And these tasks are essential to ensure the app functions correctly and provide a smooth user experience during the canary testing phase.
Okay, so that second last one about the YouTube link being missing from, sorry, I think it means on the YouTube video missing the PBI link. That used to be there. How did it get killed?
This is the desktop app.
Sorry?
This is about the desktop app.
Oh, you're not using the same logic you had?
No, we're using a different logic.
So if you had logic to record the video and put the link into the description, why wouldn't you make that generic and then use that?
Because it's all being orchestrated from the desktop app. We're not using the existing API.
Right. Okay.
And like I showed in the brainstorming day, it's very easy to do it. We just haven't done it. So it's not really a major thing. We just need to provide the URL to the LLM to add it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And most of this was feedback from Callum's first testing of the app.
Okay.
Cool. Callum, would you like to go through the sprint retro?
Oh, sorry. I have a. I have an annoying question. What LLM are we going to be using for the desktop version in agent mode?
You're going to be able to select your own. So at the moment, we've gone with the easiest to implement, which was the OpenAI API, but we're going to be able to let the user configure it. So they can do Azure OpenAI, they can do, I guess, any other one that they want, including a local one as well, eventually. Sorry, what was that?
Sorry, I interrupted you. If it's self-configurable and if we're using OpenAI for now, does that mean we can use GPT-5 for now?
Yeah, we could.
Okay, beautiful. Because if it's in agent mode, it needs good agentic reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree. That would be good. Oh,
yeah, and by the way, the hope with that is eventually local LLMs will get good enough that you'll be able to run this entirely locally. And then that should, remove any security issues that anyone has about it.
So I was thinking the same thing. Or if people have their own company one set up on premise, they can just plug into that. Yeah. No, I was thinking the same thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
That takes away a lot of the
that's
blockers.
excellent. So Lewis, make sure it's on that page that you just showed me before, /MCP. Okay. Tom took notes, so that's okay.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. All right, let's do a retro. So what went well? First point, obviously, I was finally able to download the YakShaver app. So the guys had been teasing me with it for a couple of weeks, but I finally got it downloaded, installed, and running locally. And I think I had created about 6 issues of feedback to work on next sprint, which is awesome. The other highlight, we got the auto update feature working. So obviously that was the sprint goal. This sprint, we wanted to do that before we started the testing, because otherwise people who are testing are going to have an annoying experience of having to uninstall and reinstall every time there's a new update. But now it should automatically update, so that it'll be a lot easier for people who are testing it. What didn't go well, I actually wrote there. I wasn't able to use it yet, but I got access during the retro, so we struck that out. I was able to use it. The other thing was the legacy code causing headaches. And obviously the desktop app is going to remove hopefully a bunch of those issues. And Adam's long content video obviously had a few problems that caused headaches. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. What needs to improve? Some more done videos would be cool. I think, for example, when we're looking at the interface of the desktop app, it would be good to see the context of where it fits in. And I also want to start thinking about the next steps of how we integrate this desktop app that we've got with the portal and the existing YakShaver infrastructure as well. Because at the moment, they're sort of two completely separate pieces, and we want to start linking them up. And Tom said we need to follow up soon with users, keep them in the loop when an issue happened. So that's like addressing bugs, for example, the 23-minute issue from Adam. And that's it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
What do you want to add a PBI to the next sprint, which is, you know, talk to existing tenants and get feedback or something? Because I feel like it gets forgotten every week because you've got the work that's in front of you and that's not in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do
That
yeah,
is an
maybe
excellent
Tom,
suggestion, Yuli.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Tom, can you write it down just to
I
add
should
it
have
to the
thought of that
sprint?
myself. I do notice that I'm repeating the same thing every sprint.
that. If only we had, I think I say this every sprint as well, if only we had a tool that could easily add an item to a backlog, that would be useful.
Shaving it now. Give me a sec. I need to get up on the leaderboard, so I'm shaving this one. All right, we've got a new task for YakShaver. I would like the team to discuss to contact our existing tenants, the people who've been setting up YakShaver, and just get feedback from them. How are they going? Are they blocked in the setup? If they're not shaving, why are they not shaving? Basically, just get some feedback. How are they using the product? How do they want to use the product? What's getting in their way? Where in the onboarding are they generally getting stuck? Is it a permissions issue? Is it a UX problem where they can't find what to click next? Basically, try and get this feedback. We're trying to achieve a product market fit here, and you can't do that without talking to customers. So let's get that into the backlog and farm that out to some devs. Thank you.
And once you've got that on the backlog, make sure it's clear it's a recurring one, so it goes every time. And also then I would contact Eli on the Tina team and suggest that he copies you and does something similar.
Beautiful. All right, done. Thanks.
Cool. Amazing. Anything else before we move on to the planning?
Yes, one other thing I mentioned last week and a few other times, the Discord server, making it similar to Tina, making sure that at least our internal users are on it, that everybody is starting to say hello on it and asking their questions there instead of directly to you. So that also might be a good idea for you to incorporate that in the as a recurring item, or maybe a graph in here that shows Discord usage or something. You can talk to Eli about that as well, because he also was doing the same thing, and a much more active Discord server for Tina for support.
Yep. Oh, Tina Discord.
Yeah, and I'll just say one thing. I thought that that you did a good job in fixing that long YakShave. Obviously, a 23-minute YakShave is a lot more than normal, and I thought you kept working and got it fixed almost. Still trying to move it, but
Yeah. So good. Yeah. Should I move on?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you just suddenly cut out. That's what I was.
I thought my internet was breaking up because suddenly no one was saying anything.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
let's move on to the planning. So for sprint 82, the sprint goal will be to get a test pass by Callum for the Canary testing. So that will require us to complete the 5 PBIs listed here. So the which was his feedback from his initial testing. So the recording toolbar, as mentioned from the Copilot summary, is the recording toolbar, the task execution, the MCP and API key, and the YouTube related features. And just updates to the documentation and also the Canary testing. Because right now the Canary testing, we have the Excel spreadsheet, but we don't have like a defined list of tasks for them to complete. So we're going to add a few instructions as to how to set up, what needs to be set up for this, and any task we want them to do if they don't have an idea of what to do with the new YakShaver.
Yeah, we want them to be able to do whatever they want, but if they don't know what to do, it's a bit too open-ended. So we'll, give them a suggestion of what to do.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Any questions about the planning?
I got a quick question. That YakShaver I did earlier, it didn't go to the YakShaver project. It went to the YakShaver desktop app project. Is there a separate backlog?
There is a separate backlog for it now, but we can drag it to the same project.
Do I need to move it to a different project or leave it there?
No, you can.
No, you can leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the project sits on top of the individual repos.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And was that a good idea to make another repo?
We had to do it for the build and release pipeline with the auto updates.
Oh, I see. But are you maintaining just one backlog?
Yeah, by putting them in the same project, we'll basically see the same list of them combined.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you send this email, make sure you add those extra ones we've already talked about to do with contacting customers and Discord.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope.
No.
Right. It's exciting times.
Cool.
We're getting to Canary testing.
And this video will be on the YouTube channel, just like all the others. Thank you guys for joining me in this meeting. See you next time.
All right.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.